Want attention so motherfucking bad, showing your body off. You should have been a bottle girl.
If you see no issue with Teacher Bae, then I'm giving you a huge side eye.
Since I'm already on TikTok, let me talk about the Teacher Bae thing. And I think I can speak on this because I am a young teacher and I see what's going around. You absolutely do not need to dress like that to go to work.
In this day and age, the body culture has influenced everything. That professionalism has gone out of the door. There's a teacher on TikTok right now that's getting a lot of attention right now. Is she in the wrong, or are we all just doing too much? Now, before we hop into this video, I want you to watch the full video, get to know your girl a little bit, and see if you would consider subscribing. All right, now, let's talk about it. Coming up on TikTok's weekly drama is a teacher that's causing a lot of debate right now. The teacher in question goes by the name of Miss Williams or Teacher Bae. Yep, Teacher Bae. There's a clip going around of her in an outfit that is very controversial right now.
My baddie, Teacher Bae neighbor. Miss Williams. Oh, she's so pretty.
Now, the first thing you notice is her body, and her body is very T, of course, but is this the outfit to be wearing at school full of children? Now, let me ask you a question. Does she look like she's about to go teach some looks to be middle school children, or does it look like she's about to go sell a house? And now, before some of you start to tussle, no, you cannot leave your body at home, and some people are just going to be more curvy than others, and everything that you wear is going to show your curves in some kind of way. And yes, people do not hold curvy women to the same standards as skinnier women when it comes to the clothing that we wear. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the environment and how there is a time and a place for your outfit choices. If you look at her skirt, you may be thinking, there's nothing wrong with her skirt. It's literally to her knees and covering up everything. But what everybody is talking about is the material of her skirt. The fabric seems to be very stretchy and thin, which is a bodycon skirt. What she's wearing is a bodycon skirt, and bodycon skirts are not supposed to be worn in professional areas. Bodycon skirts are meant to hug your curves, hence the name bodycon. So why are we wearing that in an environment full of children? Why are we wearing something that we know is going to hug our bodies? There's a difference putting on something and your curves are showing, but why are you putting on something, that you know is showing off your body like this? Is a bodycon skirt something that you need to be wearing in an environment full of children as an educator? Let's take a comparison of another girl that people are comparing her to. The person people are comparing her to is a thinner white woman, because, you know, people are saying that people are just sexualizing her for her body and that she's black and all that stuff. You know how it is. It's the same outfit, but one of them is a bodycon skirt, which is ribbed, and ribbed is going to stretch, you know. And the next one, the one with the white girl, is a pencil skirt. These are the skirts that you usually see in professional settings. This skirt looks to be tailored, but not skin tight to the body. Now, the other one is a bodycon skirt, which is meant to hug the body. I already said this, but the reason this comparison is here because one woman is thinner and one woman is thicker. And everybody is saying that this wouldn't be a problem if she was skinny, which is true. I do not think that this would be like so controversial. Well, not controversial, but a big debate if she was skinny. We'll talk about that later. In the comparison photo, that skirt is a pencil skirt, which is meant for professional business attire, while the other one is a bodycon skirt, which is meant to hug the body, hence bodycon. And I don't care what anybody says, bodycon is not a professional skirt to wear in any professional settings at all, as it's supposed to hug the body's curves, making it more body. As a woman, everything we put on is intentional. Everything we put on. Before we leave the house, we always check the mirror to see how it fits us, and we are always looking to see how good our butt looks before we leave that house. Let's be for real. It don't matter if we wearing basketball shorts or a skirt. We go look at our butt, okay? So why would you put on something that you know is hugging your body like this in an environment full of children? And no, I'm not talking about like putting on a pair of pants as a curvy person and your butt is going to look big, because obviously your butt is going to look big because you have a big butt. You can't help that your butt is big. You can't leave your butt at home, and that is not unprofessional because you got a big butt. Like, some things you wear is just going to hug your curves, and you can't help it. Now, you may be thinking that I'm tripping. Like, she's fully covered. You can't expect her to wear just baggy clothes because she got a body on her that she's not skinny. You expected her to dress like a pilgrim to school. Nobody is saying that. You can look good without, like, I don't know. I'm gonna get to that later, but you can look good without being provocative, you know? Since some people think that you just cannot dress more professionally with a curvy body, let's take a look at some other teachers that have similar body type to Miss Williams and see how they dress their body type.
She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm on one. She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm on one. I'm a dog, I'm on one. I can smoke already so hard in my blood, yeah. I see fast, pretty fading, so I got trouble trusting. But I let my guard down to you.
As you can see, it can be done. There's a difference between wanting to look good and wanting to serve, because everybody wants to look good anywhere they go. It don't matter where you at. But you still need to be professional about it depending on where you are. And no, like I said, you cannot leave your body at home. But why are you wearing something that is making your body even more curvier, more just out there in front of children? But making your body look more snatched in an environment full of children is a little crazy. Let's look at a few more outfits of hers. If you see this outfit is way better than the other outfit she's worn, and it's giving teacher. Like, I definitely see a teacher wearing this outfit, and as you can see, her curves are still there, but they're not out that much, you know? And there's also a lot of people talking about how she's wearing heels to school and how she's always carrying a purse, like, at the door, like she's trying to be seen by somebody. And I just thought I should put that out there because there's people talking about that too, and not just her clothes in general. This is one of her more recent outfits, and are we going to school to teach, or are we going to an afternoon brunch with the girls? But back to the point that I make, that everything a woman wears is intentional. All these poses that she is doing is showing her butt, and don't even try to tussle because you know it is. This is the pose that every girl does to show her butt off. And she's at school doing this. If she was at home, then sure. But she's at school showing her butt. Like, I know she is not actually showing her butt, but let's be real. Let's be so real right now.
Y'all are talking about the teachers' outfits being inappropriate, but nobody is talking about the fact that every single teacher that is wearing an inappropriate outfit starts off showing us the video with her ass in the camera first. I kid you not. Hold on, this is what I keep seeing. Let me show you. This is how the videos start. What I wore today. Or, like, bitch, why are you showing us your ass first to show us what you wore as a teacher to school? You know it's inappropriate. That's why you're putting your ass in the camera first. You wanted everybody to see your ass first.
And I do think that the way she's, like, acting in the videos, it just shows that, like, I know I look good, but not in a, like, oh, I look good, like, every day, but in a, I know I look good, like a, kind of way. You get it? Like, how I see it is, she knows she looks good, but it's like she's trying to look good in a sexy way, but not a professional way.
My daughters would not be in Teacher Bae's class, and I don't care what anybody says. Call me a hater, call me bitter, call me jealous. I don't give a fuck. They would not be in her class. At first, I was like, I think y'all are just pushing it a little bit. But it's like her outfits progressively get worse and worse and worse. It's giving that you're not there to teach. You're there to accessorize and have photo shoots every damn day. Because why is you posted up on the bus like it's the club wall in 2002? And as the mother of 2 preteen girls, do y'all know how hard it is? I be fighting for my life to get my girls to just stay kids, okay? Because the way y'all be letting y'all little girls run around here, mine could never. But now I got to send my 13-year-old to a class, and you got your ass Jiggling every which way every time you take a step. You standing out in the hall greeting these kids with your Chanel hanging. Why do you need to have your Chanel and your Prada as an accessory when you're greeting the kids coming into your classroom? Or any purse for that matter. Why is it not already locked up in your desk? I don't understand. That alone gives me vibes that you're in competition with these kids, and it's weird as fuck to me. I see mostly people concerned about her teaching horny little teenage boys, but my thing is preteen girls are already fighting for their life, trying to find their confidence, trying to fit in, trying to figure out who they are, and then they got to sit in the class in front of Miss BBL 3000 with her Chanel on display while she's welcoming people into class. That is not the example that I want set for my daughters personally. Nothing wrong with BBLs, nothing wrong with the girl's body. She's a beautiful woman. I am not negating that fact at all, but she's proven that she can dress appropriately without all her goodness jiggling all around the classroom. I'm sorry, like this, anyone who does not see an issue with this, you are a part of the problem. I don't care. And then you posting videos and got these kids' names and their homework all on social media, knowing that your videos get like millions of views, and you're literally posting clips that have these kids' names on their assignments. Girl, find your priorities, because teaching clearly is not one.
And let's talk about how she's called Teacher Bae. I think it started when another teacher called her Teacher Bae, but now she has in her TikTok bio and in the end of her videos and her captions of her calling herself Teacher Bae. Why are we trying to be bae at school when you're a teacher? I've seen multiple comments of people saying she's trying to compete with the children, and I do see the sarcasm in her reply to this comment, but look at what she said. Competing with high school students. Nah, they wear uniforms too easy. Oh, okay. Honestly, I wouldn't joke that I'm trying to compete with children, especially with the talk that everybody's doing about me right now. And the way that she is replying back to so many people is very immature and not professional at all, considering what everybody is talking about. And I just think that it's just not very mature how she's responding back. This is what I mean by immature. I do not know what the original comment she was replying back to, but this is what she said. I didn't violate anything, and my testing score is very high. I'm very offended that you would think I will want someone with the same salary as me. You see that bridge? Go jump. Are we for real right now? I think that the baddie culture has influenced the world so much that professionalism is just out the window, and this is a prime example because let's be real, teachers did not used to dress like this back in the day. Yes, it is a new day of age, but let's be for real, this is something that should not change for real. Now, we are going to get into examples of other teachers because we're not just going to be talking about her, but let me say this. She may have genuinely put on this outfit and thought she was cute, nothing was wrong with it, and then posted it on the net. But look at the comments that everybody is saying about her in these outfits. At least they'll be in class. No, that's Miss Parker. At least I know my son won't skip that class. When is parent-teacher conference? Only fathers present on Parents' Day. Honestly, if I put this outfit on and I see all these people making comments about me, like those type of comments, I'm not going to put that outfit back on, because if this is what people are saying about me, like online, what are my students thinking? Like, I don't want my students to think that I'm no Teacher Bae. I want them to think of me as their educator and their teacher. I don't even want to put that thought out of there. I personally would not see it as like people hating on me because I'm just too bad. I would see it as like a time to like, oh, maybe there is something wrong because a lot of people are saying this. I should reconsider. I wouldn't take it as offense. But that's just me. Like, I would never wear anything that I know is super skin tight around kids. Okay, now let's get to the other teacher examples.
She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm a man. She said, take your time, what's no rush?
As you can see, Miss Williams is not the only teacher that is dressing like this. And they know what's being shown off because of how they're posing, and you could fight with me on that because I know they know what they're doing. And no, I'm not saying that you cannot look good at school, because we all want to look good everywhere, but they worried about the wrong thing looking good. Let's talk about this teacher that is plain dumb, and she's plain dumb. Nothing more to it.
She said, take your time, what's no rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog, I'm on one. She said, take your time, what's no rush?
People are pointing out that she was showing off her butt, which she was, because look at her thumbnail. Come on now, let's be for real. She could have chosen any thumbnail, but she wanted to choose this one that was showing her butt. Anyway, look at how she replied back to when somebody called her out for showing off her butt. Sorry, next time I'll make sure that I leave my butt in another room when I take a video. I'm showing my shoes. You choose what you want to look at. I'm an adult on my own personal social media page. I can post and post how I want. Pretty much all my videos, I kick my foot up to show my shoes. Typically, I start facing forward and then I turn around to show the shoes with this audio. The words were at the end, so I chose to do it the opposite shoes first and spin around and show my face. If I wasn't built the way I was built, your comment wouldn't even be relevant. She could have definitely showed her shoes off by stepping back. But again, the thumbnail of the video. People are going to look at your butt if you turn around, and it's, I don't know, because I know some people are going to be like, oh, you're just sexualizing her. Be for real. Let's be for real, guys. Let's be for real. And yes, if this was a skinny girl, I'd be saying the same thing, because I'm skinny. Yet if I turn around and show my shoes, I'm showing off my butt, okay? I want people to look at my butt if I'm turning around. Like, if I don't want somebody to look at my butt and I'm turning around like that, I'm going to lift my leg up. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna lift my leg up, okay? And that pose, I'm pretty sure every single girl has done that pose to show off their butt. Any pose that a girl is turning around, we know our butt looks good. Let's be for real. We're not gonna turn around if we know our butt is looking saggy in the back. We're gonna turn if we know our butt is looking good and plump. So let's be for real for a second. But what do you guys think? Are people sexualizing these teachers, or do they need to be more mindful of what they're wearing around children? Now, we made it to the end of the video, and I hope you guys consider subscribing, and I hope you have a blessed day or night. Bye.